Hey everybody, welcome to Time Out with J Dog. I'm here with Logan Johnson, former wide receiver at Prince Avenue Christian School. Thanks for joining us today, Logan. I appreciate
Yeah, I got you, man. Just thankful you invited me on the show.
it. No problem. So, Logan, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself? So the audience can get to know you better.
I'm a senior this year at Prince Avenue Christian School, as you said. I'm committed to the University of Georgia and signed, and I'm just what people know about me, and I feel like what people need to know about me is I'm a hard worker, and I've worked all my life, and I'm ready to outwork anyone, and that's what I'm gonna do at Georgia. So.
Yes, sir. It's great, man. All right, so Logan, how long have you attended Prince Avenue?
I've attended Prince Avenue for 2 years.
Okay, I did not know that. All right. So where did you go to school before you attended Prince?
I went to Heber Christian Academy in Gwinnett County.
Okay.
And then I transferred over to Prince my junior year.
All right. What was the biggest factor in you making that transition to Prince Avenue?
It was a lot about my family. My dad was moving out here to the Athens area, and I wanted to come out here and live with him. And we just really liked Prince Avenue as a school, and the football program was great, and just wanted to be a part of it. So.
Oh yeah, completely understand, man. Um, I'm gonna ask you, man, what made this year's Prince Avenue team? You guys, went to the state championship. You guys beat Trinity Christian there. What made this year's Prince Avenue team different than those of the past? Do you think?
Well, if you go back and look, Prince Avenue's always been a great team. It's in the semifinals a bunch of times, the finals one other time, except for this year, and they've never won it. And I feel like what was different for us this year is we all bought in, and we all knew what we wanted. We didn't know if we were going to have a football season due to COVID and all the limitations they put on us and pushing back the season for so many weeks. And we were just all struck to hear that we might not have a football season, but we kept working, kept grinding, and just persevered through all the obstacles we had this year. And our whole team just bought in. We lost one game this year, and it was to Raven County.
Yeah.
And that one hurt. And after that game, we obviously didn't lose again. And I feel like after that loss, our team mindset went from all of us thinking we're the best team in the state to we're going to have to prove we're the best. And I feel like that's why we came out on top this year and why we won the state championship is because our whole team played as a team and we all bought into the same goal. So.
Of course. Now, Logan, let me ask you this. All right, so you said, like you said, so last year in the playoffs, you guys, of course, you made it to what the second round yet, and you guys lost 62-57 to Eagles Landing Christian. So after that game, so from that point moving on to this year, what were you guys? I mean, what's like okay, well, what switched? What changed?
So. I mean, for the past however many years, the past 5-6 years, Eagles Landing's won the championship every year.
Yeah.
And it just everyone's scared to play them, especially in the playoffs. And we just, I mean, being honest, we went into that game not thinking we had a chance. I mean, you come out and Brock Vandagriff, our quarterback, scores 8 touchdowns. I come out and I score 5 touchdowns. And I mean, we honestly should have won that game. If you go back and look at the film and you rewatch the game, we had the game in the bag and we turned the ball over in the last minute, 30 seconds, and I mean, the game was over. But in saying that, that game really opened our team's eyes. And one thing Coach Vandagriff told us was, this is the saying he always said to us last year and this year is, there's no big elephant in the room anymore. Elka was always that big elephant in the corner of the room no one wanted to mess with, and that wasn't the case for us anymore this year. And that was the message he preached to us all throughout this year, leading up to our game against Eagles Landing again this year in the playoffs. And I just felt like our guys didn't come out scared. We came out confident that we were the better team, and that we could beat Eagles Landing, and we did that. I feel like pretty deserving this year with a 38-0 victory. So
yeah, man. As a player, Eagles Landing Christian, I've been at Elko since freshman year, and I've been blessed to have been a part of 3 great championship teams. Unfortunately, like, hey, we won this year. we honestly, man, I thought we were going to lose to you guys too last year, in the second round. And this year, come out and just lay an egg, and we didn't play our best game. You guys were a better team that night, and I tipped my hat off to y'all. Y'all played a great game. Y'all had a great team this year, and y'all went on to win state as you deserve to. Yeah, man, that's great, man, and I'm happy for y'all. And you guys always, like I said, have a great program, and really respect you guys. So next question for you, Logan. Describe playing with arguably, I think, one of the best quarterbacks in the state, in Brock Vandagriff.
It's an awesome experience. You said you feel like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the state. I feel like he's the best quarterback in the country. And I mean, that's me. I mean, people can say I'm being biased because he's my quarterback, but I mean, I went to the Elite 11 with him, and I feel like he outperformed all the quarterbacks there. And I feel like he should have won it. I mean, it's disheartening that he didn't win it. Might be a little rigged in there, but you never know.
Yeah.
But I do believe Brock's best quarterback in the country. But playing with Brock is just, I mean, it's insane. His work ethic and how he wants to win is like I've never seen. I thought I was a hard worker and I wanted to win more than anyone else, but you play with Brock and you get to know Brock, and he'll outwork anyone. And he wants to win more than anyone. He's just a great leader for our team, and just he pushes everyone to be at their best. And I feel like that's why we're so successful this year.
Yeah, definitely, man. Logan, look, I'm looking at your stats, man, and you, a lot of people, like I said, when people hear Prince Avenue, they always think Brock Vandagriff. And some people say, okay, yeah, Logan Johnson, you mentioned, I've heard of him, but dude, people don't understand, man. I honestly think, because playing against you guys, the times that we did, and you watch that shred through our defense, man. You're a really good receiver, man. And looking at your stats, man, 3,785 career receiving yards, 23 touchdowns this year, 18 last year, and you had 4 touchdowns your sophomore year. So you have 45 touchdowns total, man. I mean, that's amazing. And so, like I said, man, I think you're gonna thrive at Georgia. And like you said, man, just keep working, and you never know, man. And so that's real. That's real. I thought, everybody should know that, man. Like, this dude is one of the best receivers in the state, I think. And, so, yeah, man, totally. So, hey, man, I want to ask, did you think you were Brock's go-to guy?
I mean, if you playing against us, in our team, we have 4 great receivers. This year, I mean, we had Philip Kelly, who was a senior. Yeah. He had about 600 yards, I think. Jake Pittman, a senior tight end, had, I think 500, 600 yards. Chas Goggins, senior receiver. And then I feel like Brock's top 2 targets were me and Zach Dyer. I mean, Zach had more yards than me this year, and I had more yards than him last year. But I feel like when it came down to the moment, a clutch moment, and when Brock needed a first down or Brock needed a touchdown, I was the guy.
Yeah.
And I always did that. I always accepted that challenge. And, I mean, I feel like Brock trusted me enough to know that if he needs someone to get open on a third down or a fourth down or for a touchdown pass late at the half, he knows he can count on me to get open. And so to answer your question, I do feel like I was Brock's go-to guy, and I'm thankful I was.
Yeah, man. And, like you said, hey, you guys also had, I mean, a great offensive line as well. People understand you and I both know this, man. We've been around football, a while. We know like the game is really is won in the trenches. And so a good offensive line, man, good defensive line. You usually have those. You're destined to win. And I noticed you guys had a great offensive line this year. I think all seniors or almost all seniors on the offensive line.
We had our left tackle Matthew Chapman was a senior.
Okay. Yeah.
Center Tanner Wells was a senior, and our right tackle Carter Zitron was a senior. But besides that, we had a sophomore and then a junior at our guard spot. So we were 3 seniors, two sophomore juniors.
Well, hey, that's a lot of experience, man. A lot of leadership on that line, and that's I think one of the reasons why you guys had a great offensive line this year from watching the tape, of Prince and how you guys were able to run the ball was really good as well. People don't understand that Prince isn't just this team that just throws the ball over the field, man. You guys can run it as well, and so. Tell us a little bit about that, man, the run game, how it's like, how it opened up, how it opened up the passing game for you guys.
Every team needs a run game. I feel like we could have thrown the ball every play and been successful. I don't know if we would have been as successful as we were this year, but our running back rushed over 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah.
And obviously that opens up the pass game. And I feel like that's the reason we were in the state championship is the diversity of our offense. We run so many jet sweeps and unique run plays and unique blocking schemes that, it's hard to stop. And once you bite on the run, we got 2 guys who can take the top off. So,
right.
And our running back can catch passes out of the backfield. So, we were just a deadly offense this year, and I do agree that the run game opened up the pass game a lot for us.
Right. Yeah, man, for sure. And that's like you said, in football, you gotta have a run game, man. You gotta have a run game, and it's critical. That way, you're not one dimensional. You never want to be a one dimensional team on really, either side of the ball. To be honest with you, you want to have you always want to have the other team guessing. So, yeah. But also, man, what are your plans for the future, Logan? I know you like you say you're attending University of Georgia to go play football there, and what's your plans for the future?
Every kid dreams of playing in the NFL. So as of right now, that's my goal. I've always been told I can't do things and I won't be able to do things, and I was told I'd never play in high school. You see what happened there.
Yeah.
I was told I'd never make it to college as a football athlete, and I've done that. So I feel like the sky's the limit for me. I'm shooting high. I'm not shooting low. I'm going to major in business at the University of Georgia.
Wow.
So if I don't end up playing in the NFL, I guess it wasn't worth it. I take that back. Not worth it. I guess it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to work as hard as I ever work to get to the NFL. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, then I'll probably do some in the business world after college. So.
Yeah, man, and God's call, and like you said, God's call. He has a purpose and calling for everybody. And now we all, that could change, and might be different than what we want. And sometimes that's just how life is, man. We always strive to be, what we want to be in life, and work as hard as we can to do that. So I think that's great what you said right there, man, and And hey, man, I will tell you this: you keep working, man, and you never know.
Yes, sir.
And one last question for you, man. What do you think of the Super Bowl last night?
I've learned to never bet against Brady, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like Mahomes. I feel like Mahomes is the best player in the NFL right now. Personally, I feel like Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL. And he just had no time. The Bucs played 2 high safeties the whole game.
Yeah.
And didn't let Tyreek burn him deep. They made him throw everything short. I mean, even if they wanted to go deep, Mahomes had no time. They were playing with both of their tackles were backups, and I just feel like it was a game that the Chiefs couldn't have won. The Bucs defense is the reason they're in the Super Bowl in the first place. Even though they have Tom Brady and all the weapons on offense, the Bucs defense should have gotten MVP by themselves.
Well, I completely agree.
That defense is insane, and defense does win championships. So that's the reason Tampa Bay won last night. I feel like they'll be a good team next year as well. So
yeah, man, definitely, I agree with you on that. And like I say, Patrick Mahomes, I've never seen. A quarterback that's as physically talented and gifted as him, I just don't, I've never seen my life. The dude's almost on the ground. He's still throwing a pass like 50 yards down the field. Like, it's crazy. And hey, you can't win them all. Yeah, well, except if you're Tom Brady. But no, man, I thought it was good, man. And like you said, the Bucs defense really showed up. They're playing, like you said, they're playing two high safeties. Taking away the sideline. So they didn't let Tyreek Hill burn them deep, and and they came up and made the tackles. When the Chiefs threw it short, when they had the time to, like you said, because both their tackles were out. So it just wasn't, I don't think, a game meant for the Chiefs to win. But I feel like they're gonna be back in it next year because who's gonna stop them? But Logan, I appreciate your time tonight, man, and you continue to have a great year, man, rest of the year, man, and good luck to you at Georgia. I hope to see you on Saturday soon, man. I really do.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get some playing time and get on the field. So
yes, sir.
Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Everybody, that was Logan Johnson, former wide receiver, Prince Avenue Christian, state champion this year. Really good guy, great receiver, great hands. He's fast. He's got not many people know about, but I just wanted to get him on the podcast. And showing a lot of people that he's a really good player and he's a hard worker, and I expect big things out of him. So thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week. Time Out with J-Dog. Bye.